For a very long time, people looked at birds and dreamed of flying. Two brothers from Dayton, Ohio, Wilbur and Orville Wright, had that dream too. They owned a bicycle shop, where they fixed and sold bicycles. Working with bicycles taught them about balance and control, lessons that would prove crucial. The brothers knew others had tried to fly. Some built gliders that could soar on the wind but had no engine. Others fitted powerful engines to machines that couldn't be controlled. Wilbur and Orville decided to solve the problem step by step, learning everything they could, then building and testing their ideas. First they read every book and report about flight. Then they started building their own gliders. They needed steady wind and soft sand for landing, so they traveled to a remote stretch of beach, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where they could test safely. For 3 years they tested gliders on those windswept dunes. Each glide taught them more about lift, balance, and the behavior of the air. Every short flight, every setback, became an experiment and a lesson. They watched birds and discovered how wing motion could control direction. They developed wing warping, twisting the wing tips to steer, and with it solved the problem of control that had kept other inventors from succeeding. But gliders alone weren't enough. To sustain flight they needed a lightweight, powerful engine. No manufacturer could provide what they wanted, so with the help of their bicycle shop mechanic they built a simple gasoline engine themselves. Next came the propellers. They realized a propeller works like a wing that spins, and they designed and handcrafted efficient blades, testing shapes, curves, and angles until the propellers produced usable thrust. In 1903 they brought their new machine, the Flyer, to Kitty Hawk. It was a wooden cloth biplane with 2 rear-mounted propellers and that small gasoline engine. On the cold, windy morning of December 17, 1903, they tossed a coin to see who would try first. Orville won. Orville lay prone on the lower wing beside the engine. Wilbur and a few helpers watched. The engine started. The Flyer ran down a rail, sped up, and lifted into the air. It flew for only 12 seconds, a distance small by today's standards, but it was the first time a machine carrying a person had lifted itself and flown under its own power. They flew 3 more times that day. The longest flight lasted 59 seconds and covered 852 feet. Back in Dayton, the brothers refined their designs at Huffman Prairie. Through crashes and repairs, they built Flyer 2 and Flyer 3, machines capable of turning, circling, and flying for more than half an hour. At last they possessed not just an airplane, but a practical one, leaving the ground to flying well, making controlled turns, circling, and remaining aloft for practical durations. The work was dangerous. Crashes and setbacks taught them more than success ever could. By fall of 1905, the Flyer 3 could fly for over half an hour and cover more than 24 miles, the world's first practical airplane. Fearing rivals would copy their ideas before patents were secured, they stopped flying publicly for a time. During Orville's Army demonstration, a propeller broke. The plane crashed, killing Lieutenant Thomas Selfridge, the first fatal airplane accident, and injuring Orville. The tragedy underscored both the danger and the courage behind their dream. The brothers continued to refine their aircraft and defend their patents. Wilbur died in 1912, but Orville lived to 1948, witnessing aviation evolve from fragile wood frames to roaring metal jets. From their bicycle shop to the boundless sky, their invention transformed humanity's reach and connected the world. Every great journey, indeed, began with the dream of flight.